morning children. Today's sessions we are going to deal with the 12th accountancy. Okay, last class we have dealt with the comparative statement and the common size statement. Now we are moving on to the 11th problem. Okay, it is depend upon the different two companies. Okay, page number 289. Prepare the common size statement of the financial position for the following particulars of Yasmin Limited and Shakti Limited. Okay. See, particulars Yasmin Limited and the Shakti Limited they are given. In this, you need not to add or subtract anything. Okay, common size statement means you need not to find out the comparisons also. You only think that you have to find out the percentage. Okay, only thing percentage of the operations. Okay, yes. Write the heading common size statement, as there is no space and I am not written here. Common size statement of both the two companies. Okay, it is the absolute human and percentage for the Yasmin. Okay, and this absolute amount and the percentage of the total assets is for Shakti Limited. Shakti Limited. LTD stands for Limited. Okay. For the two companies, we are going to prepare the common size statement. The particulars are same. Okay, the only thing that you have to differentiate the Yasmin Limited company and the Shakti Limited company. The heading is absolute amount, percentage of the total assets, absolute amount of Shakti Limited and percentage of the total assets company of the Shakti Limited company. Okay, in the sum they are given the equities and the liabilities and they differentiated in the assets. Okay, first you are going to write the liabilities. Okay, equities and the liabilities. Equity and liabilities. Write the heading. Give a keen watch on this. Shareholders fund. Shareholders fund is 2 lakh. Okay, for the Yasmin is 2 lakh and for the Shakti is 3 lakh. On the shareholders fund, okay, on the shareholders funds, share capital is 2 lakh. Okay, I am writing here share capital. Under the shareholders fund, share capital is 2 lakh for the Yasmin and for the 3 lakh for the Shakti Limited. Then reserves and surplus. And the reserves is 50,000 and 60,000. Okay. You should not compare. It is in a common size statement. So don't go suddenly and find out the comparison as there is in the two companies. It is a common size statement. In this we are not going to find out any comparisons. Okay. Non-current liabilities under the heading long-term borrowings. And current liabilities trade payables. It's called a bills payable. Okay, it's all. It is a liability. It is a liability for the business. Okay, reserves and the surplus have returned. Under the non-term borrowings, 1,50,000 and 1,80,000. Just to fill it, that's it. Then trade payables is 1 lakh, and for the Shakti Limited is 60,000. Okay, it is in a big problem. Okay, it needs a more space. So just observe what I am writing here. Okay, and coming under to the first, we will find out only the equities and the liabilities. In the next pages also the sum is continuing. Okay, so first we will prepare the equity and liabilities. How we are going to find out the percentages. Okay, see here the percentage we have to find out. It is in a common size statement. Common size statement means what value you have to take? You have to take the value 2 lakh as a common size. Yes? Am I right? You have to take a 2 lakh as in a common size. So percentage, what the percentage? 2 lakh by 2 lakh into 100. That gives an 100 percentage. 2 lakh percentage of increase. So write the statement like this. Add this area, the value will be given in the sum. It's a 5 lakh. Here 5 lakh. Here 6 lakh. Okay. In the sum, the common area is 5 lakh. Under the Shakti is 6 lakh. I'm sorry, I have told you 2 lakh. It's not like that. Okay, so numerator 2 lakh, denominator 5 lakh into 100. Okay, listen here, percentage of shareholder, share capital. Okay, I've told you the numerator is 2 lakh. The common size is 5 lakh. Into 100. Okay, 5 zeros cancel. Okay, 1 times, here this is 20 times. 2 2s are 4, so 40 percentage. Yes, are you clear? The next one is the numerator. Write the percentage of reserves. Okay, percentage of an amount of from the reserves. Write the numerator as 50,000 divided by 5 lakh into 100. Okay, you can strike out the 4 zeros. Okay, this is 1 times, this is 10 times. Okay, this is 10 times. Oh, that is 10 percentage. Okay, the next moving on to the 1 lakh. See, we are finding out only for the Yasmin Limited. Okay, we are only concentrating on Yasmin Limited only. Okay, so write like that, Yasmin Limited. The next one is 1,50,000 divided by 5 lakhs into 100. Okay, you can strike out the 4 zeros. Okay, this is 1010. This is 3 times. So what you can say? It's a 3 times. So it is a 30 percentage. Okay, likewise you find out 1 lakh by 5 lakh into 100. Okay, see, check what is the answer over here. 11th sum. For the Yasmin Limited, share capital is 40 percentage. For the reserves and the surplus is 10 percentage. And for the non-current liabilities it is 30 percentage. And for the current liabilities it is a 20 percentage. Okay, it is for the Yasmin. So likewise you will find out. For this, it is a base area is 6 lakh. In this, the real challenge is finding out the common area. What is will come in the denominator. The real challenge is here only. But other things, everything is in the same. Okay, the only thing that you have to give us some concentration on the base values or in the denominator values. So in this denominator is 6 lakh. Okay, see, I am writing for the Shakti Limited, write the percentage. Okay, I am deriving the problem only. 3 lakh, 6 lakh into 100. Okay, strike out the 5 zeros, 5 zeros. 1 times, 2 times. Okay, that is 50%. It is a 50%. Are you clear? The next one is 60,000. The next one is 60,000 by 6 lakh. 60,000 by 6 lakh into 100. Okay. What is that? 4 zeros, 4 zeros, 1 times, 10 times. It is a 10 times. Okay. So, it's a 10%. Then next, moving on to that. What is the long-term borrowings? It is 1,80,000 divided by 6 lakh into 100. Okay. Strike out 4 zeros, 4 zeros. Okay. 1 times, 0, 0. Okay. 3 times. Okay. So, it is a 30%. And for the trade payables, it is to be in a, for the Shakti Limited, share capital is 50%, reserves in the surplus is 10%, non-current liabilities is 30%, and for the current liabilities it is 10%. Okay, it is 10%. Now we have finished only in only one part of the sum, that we have find out only the equity and the liabilities. Okay, in the next page is also the sum is continuing, that is in a fixed assets. Okay, are you clear? For the Yasmin Limited, the base value, that is the denominator value, is in a 5 lakh, and for the Shakti Limited, the base value is the 6 lakh. Okay, the numerator always the value that we have find out. Write the statement like this. Okay, as there is a no space, I am deriving only in a calculation, but you have to write in the statement. Okay, most of the students, what you will do, very lazy guys, what you will do, you just write the answers on it. It's not like that. It is in a 5 mark sum. They expect in a steps. Okay, so you have to write a percentage of revenue from the share capital, a percentage of the reserves, a percentage of the long-term borrowings, percentage of the trade payables, 20%. After finishing the sum, you have to write like this: share capital is 40%, reserves and the surplus is 10%, long-term borrowings, that is non-current liabilities. Okay, under the non-current liabilities, it's a long-term borrowings. So long-term borrowings is the 30%, and for the current liabilities 20%. And for the Shakti Limited, you have to mention it. Mention the name, because we are finding out the differences of the two companies' reserves, okay, assets and the liabilities. Now we are moving on to the second part of the sum. What is the second part of the sum? It is an assets. For their assets, non-current asset, non-current assets, fixed assets, and non-current investments. Then current assets, first write the questions, okay? Inventories, cash and cash equivalent, cash and cash equivalents, okay? Fixed asset 2 lakhs. Non-current investment is 50,000. And inventories is inventories or investment. Okay. Inventories is 2 lakh. And the cash and cash equivalent is 50,000. Total is very important because in the total only the denominator value lies there. Then moving on to the Shakti, 1,30,000. Right? I have worded as it is in the question. Okay? 1,20,000. Then this is 90 and 90. Okay? Both the areas is 90. What will be the base value? The base value is 6 lakh. Okay? Yes. What is the next step? Yes, right. Percentage of the revenue from the fixed asset. 2 lakh by 5 lakh into 100. Okay? 2 lakh A, B. Okay? 2 lakh by 5 lakhs. Okay? 2 lakhs by 5 lakh. This is the base. Okay? Into 100. Okay? 5 zeros, 1 times. What is it? 20 times. So, 40%. Again, for the share capital of the current liabilities, fixed assets, you will get 50%. Fixed asset is 50%. 2 lakhs. Okay, 1 times. And 40%. Okay, likewise, you prepare all the sums. 2 lakhs and this is for 5 lakhs into 20%, you will get 40%. And 5 lakh by 50,000 by 5 lakh into 100, you will get percentage. Okay, likewise the denominator value and this value should be same. Okay, if you find out, you will get the answers. Okay, then this is the second part of the sum. Are you clear? You will get an fixed asset percentages. Fixed assets 40% and non-current investments is non-current investment is 10% and the current assets current assets fixed asset 40%, non-current investments 10%, inventories is 40% and the cash and cash equivalent is 10%. Okay? Yes, next moving on to the fixed asset here, it is a 50%. The next one is 20%. And next one is for the inventories is 15%. Okay, and for the cash and cash equivalent is also 15%. Okay, yes. Only thing, 2 lakh by 5 lakh, you will get 40%. 50 by 5 lakh, you will get 10%. 2 lakh by 5 lakh, you will get 40%. 50,000 by 5 lakh into 10, you will get 10%, into 100, 10%. Likewise, 1 lakh 30 divided by 6 lakh, you will get 15%. 1 lakh 20 by 6 lakh, you will get 20%. 90 by 6 lakh into 100, you will get 15%. And 90,000 by 6 lakh, you will get 15%. Only the thing, the denominator is 5 lakh. Okay? Yes, this is the end of the sum. Okay, 11th sum. A part has been finished on the current liabilities and the second part of the sum finishes with the assets. Okay, after finishing it, you write all the assets and the liabilities, reserves and the capital and the percentage. Okay, now we are moving on to the next subheading is trend percentages. The next part of the sum is trend percentage. With this model, you can work out all the sums. Okay, I worked out the exercise sum, problem number 1. If you have any doubts, you can just have a overlook on the illustration sums. Okay, it's the same ditto only. Moving on to the last heading of this exercise, that is a trend percentage. Okay, I'm going to work out the 15th problem. Okay, from the following particulars, calculate the trend percentages of Anu Limited. Okay, take page number 291. trend percentage of Anu Limited. Write particulars. Here there are 3 years. Year 1, year 2. They didn't mention which year. So they have on the overlook, they have given overview. They have given a 3 years. Okay, year 3. Equity and liabilities. Shareholder fund. Non-current liabilities. First to fill the question. Current liabilities. Total. Okay, first we will finish the equity and the liabilities. Okay. Next one is assets. Second heading is assets. Non-current asset. Current assets. Total. Fill the values correctly. Equities and the liabilities. Shareholders fund is 500, 200, 100. So total is 800. 550 for the second year, 250 and 80. Total is 880. And for the third year, 600, 240 and 120. That is 960. Okay, and non-current assets 600 and 200. Total is 800. 720, 160, that's 880. 780 and 180 is 960. Okay, now we are going to find out the percentage amount. Okay, percentage amount for the 3 years. Trend percentage, right, like the heading. Trend percentage, year 1, year 2 and year 3. Okay, this is that. For the year 1, this is the year 1. Okay, the base area and the numerator area is same. Listen, for the year 1, the base area and the numerator area is same. That is 500 by 500 into 100. Okay, that gives 100 percentage. Okay, are you clear? 200 by 200 into 100, it gives a 100 percentage. And 100 by 100 into 100, it is a 100 percentage. 800 by 800 divided by 100 is 100 percentage. Okay, the first year, year 1, always in a same value. Year 1 gives a same value only. Okay, the numerator and the denominator is same. In the trend percentage, there is no common size or a comparative. Here, the base year is this one only. Okay, for all the years, yes. For all the years, the denominator is this. Okay, for all the year, you should take the year 1 only. Okay, so everything is in a 100 percentage. And 960 by 960 is 100 percentage. Okay, year 2. Year 2 is 550. The numerator is 550 and the denominator is 500. Okay, clear? 550 by 500 into 100. I am working out here. Okay, write the statements. 550 by 500 into 100. Okay, 5 table, 2 zeros cancel. Okay, 11 times. So it gives now 110 percentage. Okay, clear ma? Listen, the second year, we are finding out for the second year. The second year 550 is the numerator and the base here is the 500. Okay, next we are moving on to the 250 by 200 into 100. Okay, 250 by 200, okay, into 100. Okay, clear? Yes? 250 by 200. This is the base here. Okay? Yes, we will 1 minute, we will check it out. Okay? Yes. 250 by 200. 250 by 200 you will get. Okay? We can check it over here. Okay? This is, what is it? 100 is 2 times. Okay, 2 times, 1 times 25. So that is 125 percentage. Okay, then next what is the base here? Numerator 80 by 100 into 100. Okay, 80 by, what is the corresponding value here? 100. Okay, strike out the 100, you will get 80 percentage. The next, 880 by 800. 880 by 800, okay, 100 times. 2 zeros cancel. So what is 11 times? So 8 11s are 88. Okay, that is 110 percentage. 110 percentage. Okay, next moving on to 720 by 600. Okay. 720 by 600, okay, into 100. 2 zeros cancel. 1 times, okay, 2 times. So 12 into 6, 720. Okay, upper, listen, that is 120 percentage. Okay, then next, 720, 110 percentage. 720 by 60 is 100 is 120 percentage. And 160 by 200. 160 by 200 into 100. 2 zeros cancel 8 times. That is 80 percentage. Okay, it is a 80 percentage. Again, 880 by 800. I find out it is in a 110 percentage. Okay, yes, that's all. The year 2 divided by year 1. For all, and for the year 3 also, year 3 divided by year 1. The base value is in a year 1 only. For the year 2 and the year 3. The denominator value is in a same in the trend percentage, that is year 1. Okay, next we are moving on to finding out the year 3. So year 3 you can find out now. 600 by 500 into 100. 600 by 500 into 100. Okay, just I am filling out. Year 3, you can fill it out. Yes, we can check till 110 percentage, it is right. Shareholders fund is 110. Current liabilities 125. Current liabilities 80. Then 110. Then 120. Then 80. Okay, 120, 80. Then total assets is 110. Okay, now again moving on to the year 3. Year 3, it is in a 120 percentage. How will you get a 120? 600 by 500 into 100. The next non-current liabilities also 120 percentage. Then next moving on to the current liabilities also 120 percentage. Okay, everything. And for the total current liabilities also 120 percentage. Non-current asset is 130 percentage and current asset is 90 percentage and the total assets is 120 percentage. Okay, yes, this is the overall of the sum of the exercise. Okay, for the year 1, 500 by 500. For the year 2 by year 1. For the year 3 by year 1. Okay, if you find out, you will get a year 1, year 2. Okay, that's all. So in this model, you can work out all the sums. Okay. So for the next week that you will get in a slip test for the 90 marks or a 50 marks or whatever may be, this exercise fully for you have to be prepared well for this exam. Okay. Thank you for the time sharing with me.